Okay, quick video on the '07 Mercury Mariner EV battery, attraction battery blend door actuator. I bought the new actuator from Ford dealership and had an issue with it. Took it apart, and the main gear on the 12-volt motor, I believe it's 12 volt. Anyway, the drive motor main gear is nylon on these new ones. Everybody complained about how the nylon Dorman actuators, those gears would strip out, cheap nylon gears. So I'm kind of sad knowing that Ford cheaped out on their new actuators. It's supposed to be revision type F, which is like Frank or final. So wasn't happy with that. Took the actuator apart, and all I did was take my old actuator, which was working okay, but you know, I figured for 35 bucks I'll just buy the new actuator because it's revision F. There's got to be some changes in it, there are improvements, and of course that wasn't the case when it came to the drive. And the most important part of the thing is the drive system, right? So what I did is I took the circuit board out of the new Dorman revision F and put it in my old, or excuse me, the new Motorcraft, right? The new Motorcraft OEM Ford unit, and I put the circuit board into my old one because this has a brass gear drive in it. Okay, so I just switched the circuit board. So if you take a new door actuator apart, you'll see it's nylon gear in there, junk. Okay, my opinion. So this is the old housing with the old gears, which are fine, and it has the new circuit board from the $35 OE Motorcraft actuator that I just bought the other day. So I want to do a video because putting these actuators in on the drive side of the actuator, you'll have a male end on it. Now on that male end on the drive side of these actuators, listen to what I'm telling you, there's an arrow. The arrow on the drive pinion gear that goes through, that arrow on that gear has to line up with an arrow on the body. Okay, you'll see if you look close. Make sure those arrows line up before you install this. If your arrows are not lining up on the pinion gear with the body, then your gears are stripped. Okay, and you can take these apart. It's not hard. Don't break the tabs when you take it apart. So make sure the arrow excuse me, arrows lined up on the pinion gear along with the body. And then I gotta clarify something. Now when you install this with the vehicle running, you should have you got two doors in here. This door should be open. Okay, see how that's open? Okay, that's fresh air intake position. And if you reach up underneath here very carefully, you'll feel there's a door here, and the door that's in here the flapper should be touching this outer housing, so in the open position. So right now that's going to allow fresh air to come in here, go through that unit, and the fresh air will get cooled by the AC condenser, and it'll come through and then exhaust out the bottom. So the way this works, okay, this bottom flapper door opens the exhaust and closes the exhaust. The top flapper door forces the fresh air intake to either close or be open for recirculate. Okay, so a lot of confusion on this. So when you install your actuator, your door underneath here, you should be able to feel the door is in the up position, touching the outside of the housing, and you should be able to stick your hand in there and feel through to where the air will go and exhaust out the side of the car, right? Vehicle's on in run position. And then this door should be open. Okay, so right now this is set up for fresh air to come straight through, go through the battery, come back through, and exhaust out of the vehicle. Now in extreme hot conditions, what will happen is the AC unit will kick on. That'll force coolant through the coil here, which will cause the door to close on the exhaust that you're looking at now. It'll cause the exhaust door underneath to close at the same time to recirculate the air through this system, through the battery, to be cooled by the AC unit. Okay, so just wanted to get some clarification on that. I got to get this put back together. We're going to Ford and got to be there an hour and a half. So over and out. Hopefully this helps somebody out. Bye.